For the people who call Kansas home, stewardship of land and water is second nature. In July of 2015, the USDA accepted more farmland for wildlife habitat. According to a High Plains Journal article, an additional 55,000 acres of agricultural land in Kansas is eligible for restoration. The new portion of the program is called State Acres for Wildlife Enhancement, or SAFE. The announcement of SAFE is being received positively due to the success of the CRP program. Most Kansas agriculturists are familiar with the USDA Conservation Reserve Program, or CRP. Both government sources and the High Plains Journal reported CRP has helped farmers and ranchers prevent more than 8 billion tons of soil from eroding, reduce nitrogen and phosphorus runoff relative to cropland by 95 and 85% respectively, and even 43 million tons of greenhouse gases annually, equal to 8 million cars off the road.
Where I see this as a big fit for the SAFE program is in our highly vulnerable soils, whether they be prone to leaching or prone to erosion. But we can rebuild that population, that habitat for our birds and for other animals that might be in danger in a certain sense. I think over the past few years, through drought and through destruction of habitat, we've decreased our upland bird population, whether they be pheasants or quail or the prairie chickens, different birds of that sort. And so that we can, if we can build their habitat back, I think we would do better with keeping, being better stewards of that soil, those erodible and vulnerable soils, but also increase our bird population as well.
Kansas farmers support this change to the program and the effects it can have on the environment. The September 2015 Kansas Farm Service Agency newsletter stated, beginning September 1st, farmers and ranchers can apply for financial assistance to help conserve working grasslands, rangeland, and pasture land while maintaining the areas as livestock grazing lands.
Very good program for farmers, especially here in Kansas, and areas of the fields that might be poor soils or more eroded conditions, have really helped to reduce that soil erosion and to help raise the productivity of that ground again. The State Acres for Wildlife Enhancement has been a nice addition to that CRP program and allowed us to restore the environment back to a better condition for our native wildlife, especially in Kansas, the upland birds and different animals like that. I think as an impact on our farm will be that, especially we farm a lot of heavy clay soils prone to staying wet for a long time, especially in the spring when we get a lot of rain. And so if some of those soils that are consistently wet, we never can farm them, you know, it might be a good idea to put that back to grass or to use this the SAFE program to plant species, trees or whatever might be more conducive to those animals, those birds. And I think that it would really allow them and help us be more stewards of the land, but also allow them to grow in number as well, to utilize that ground that we're not able to produce on. That'd be one side, but another side also would be the kind of the highly eroded ground that we farm, and more the upland soils that have over time have eroded from tillage or whatever the program that we used was. And so planting those to grass, allowing those birds to come in will be more beneficial to the birds, but also to the ground as well.
Farmers participating in the program receive payments. At the same time, fishing and hunting is still allowed on land if they are enrolled in SAFE. SAFE is committed to the protection of specific wildlife populations, such as upland game birds and the lesser prairie chicken. Local conservative districts are excited about both the wildlife protection aspects and the soil conservation benefits of the program. Furthermore, the U.S. agriculture industry can be seen as a proactive about making a positive environmental impact with the program updates. Hopefully, SAFE's conservation initiatives, paired with its service to the land, will prove to make a success for Kansas agriculture.